Well, hello. For Christians in the West, it's Easter Day, the 17th of April. For Jews, Passover has just begun. And for Muslims, we're in the middle of Ramadan, the month of fasting before the great Eid at the end. So what to say? It's exciting. It's an exciting time. Well, do you think it's an exciting time? I hope you do. It is a time that's been fraught with a lot of misery up till now. But is there hope around? I think so. There's certainly, I would say, hope in regard to Ukraine, which is an issue on many hearts. For why? Well, because I think we're moving toward resolution of this miserable issue. The Donbass region is falling to Russia. The rest of Ukraine seems to be moving away from Russian hegemony. And we have a kind of beginning of a new status quo, which might lead to a ceasefire, might lead to a kind of a settlement that marks a permanent pause in hostilities. I mean, it's that, or we go on and on and on with this misery. And I don't think we're going to go on and on with this. We can't create another Syria. Well, we have, in a sense, but we're getting to an end point. There is an end in view, and we can have a settlement to this thing, this horrible business. Not a question of declaring victory for anyone. There is no victory in the Ukraine mess, but there is hope of a better tomorrow. And there's hope of a settlement for this catastrophe, I think. I also think there's hope in Palestine. What an interesting time it is. I was impressed by Israel's Minister of Defense's statement that he would loosen up on constraints on Gaza if he has his way, providing there is some reduction in violence. And we need that on all sides, don't we? And then we might have a new beginning. I mean, Abu Mazen is a break on any peace process, but we are moving towards a situation where we can have peace. Israel can wise up and think of the future. Instead of living in fear, it can live in hope and rapprochement. I think we are moving towards a better time. It's interesting to see the mood in Syria, too. There is a desire for reconciliation with Israel, even there. So Israel has an opportunity it can pluck, if it has the moral courage to do so. And Passover is a time of peace and reconciliation. So we have hope, I think. And there's hope with regard to COVID. The disease, I firmly believe, actually a product of the viral research laboratory in Wuhan, but whatever the cause, who knows, and does it matter? Not really. The point is that it has ripped through the world, ripped across nations, and destroyed and destroyed and destroyed. But the savage killing spree that has been coronavirus in its current incarnation is coming to an end. There is the beginning of a brighter hope and a better tomorrow. And we are coming to a summer in which the worst of it will be over, this horror. So that's a plus. That's a great plus. And then finally, what else is a plus? I think climate change. We have catastrophically high oil prices and gas prices, courtesy of Russia's war and the West's response in terms of sanctions. But what it does mean is that it is a driver towards alternative energy, towards a safer world in which we respect the environment, which we have not been doing, we must do, and we can do. And I think that we are at the beginning of the end for this catastrophe that has been climate change. Of course, we've got a long way to go, and the sea level will rise, and we will have problems, but we're beginning to turn a corner. The world is beginning to wise up. So I think there's hope in that dimension. So we're coming out of the valley into the sunshine, and hope casts out fear. I so firmly believe we have to have an aspiration, a clear aspiration to hope, fixing our eyes on tomorrow. Without hope, there's nothing. Hope, faith, love, and the greatest of these is love. I'm not so sure. The greatest is hope. Without hope, people have no new beginning, no future. Love is an obligation, a duty. We must all love. Love everyone. Love the world. It underpins the sunrise. It underpins a better tomorrow. Love is the foundation of everything, of the new world we all want to see. But at a personal level, the one thing that drags us out of the valley into the sunlight is hope. And it's time for a militant affirmation of hope. Bless you this Easter, Passover, Ramadan, and God bless the world.